Okay then, just testing if we're live, and if we are live, if we're good to go, and if we are good to go, there's something that you need to know. Just checking if this is working. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Right, so now that that's organized, I'm just going to give out the word. Spread the goodness, spread the joy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy I have you as my best friend. And I love Lisa so much. I'm going to turn this into like a Tommy Wiseau-a-thon. You're tearing me apart. I'm tired. I'm wasted. I love you, darling. You're lying. I never hit you. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Why are you so hysterical? Do you understand life? Do you? Why am I quoting The Room? I guess then again, I did use that doggy clip from my recent Minecraft review. Hi, doggy. You're my favorite customer. Oh, hey, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. Oh, that movie. I tell you, that movie. All right, just give me a moment while I just set things up. All right, I don't know if anyone's going to bother joining in, but you know what? It's worth a try. Punk. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Just like intensify getting up to the camera. Do you, punk? All right, let's see who else I can share this with. Ooh, I know just who I can share this with. Oh, comments are here. And Sam Gloves. Hey everyone, hello Sam, welcome. You like gloves? Yeah, I can tell by the name. Otherwise you wouldn't name yourself as such. Do you have any disposable gloves, plastic gloves, rubber gloves? Yes, you know what? Whilst you're rambling on about gloves, I will gladly share with you my own gloves. Just I'll be right with you, Sam. I'll share the kind of gloves I have. Yeah, I think I'll do the trick. Okay. All right. Ooh, maybe I should share this with some other people. I will be right there. I will be there. Just bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. I know that's annoying to hear. Come on, where is it? There you go. All right. All right, that'll do. All right. In answer to this man's comment, I'll bring over some gloves. Right. Stay tuned. I'm going to bring gloves. Right. Okay, where are the gloves? I don't think I can show you all the gloves I have, mainly because I don't know exactly where they are.
But I've got these kind of grippy kind of gloves. I've got these more wintry gloves. I've got these woolen gloves with the sticky woolen end. There are these other more sporty grip gloves that I use whenever I'm portraying Tony the Thief. I've got that with the Tony outfits. I've got that. I like those gloves. I like them. I've also got plastic gloves, blue plastic gloves for toiletry stuff. I've got the gloves that people would use in kitchens for washing dishes manually. I can say wholeheartedly that is mostly the bulk of my glove collection. So thank you very much, Sam Gloves, for bringing that up. All right, I got this awesome bracelet on. Yeah, this awesome thing. All right, so all right, so I don't know if more people are going to be coming in or not. Whether more do or not. More do. I'm reminded of that one villain from the film Brave. Morte. Text. Yeah, place it here. All right, that should probably do the trick. All right, so let's get on with the show, shall we? Welcome to the live stream. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. Thank you for your continued support of this channel. The subscriber count is just continues to grow and will hopefully continue to reach out to more people. And now a drink. So let's get the most pressing matter out of the way. I managed to see the films Flow and King of Kings. I must say, pretty investing movies. I'm gonna make a review video where I review the two of them at once because I saw them on the same day because it's just one of those days where it was nice and sunny and there wasn't much else to do at that moment. I could have done a number of things, but I chose to do that. Just gonna work on the review right now. I swear, doing this live stream. Create new project. Come on, open up Buttercup. All right, whoever's joined the live stream, welcome. All right. Okay, this thing's acting a bit slow on me. Oh wait. Oh no, wait. I need to add the media files. That's what it was. Right. So go to that, and then bada. All right. So what do I think of Flow and King of Kings? In case you don't know what those movies are, I suppose it'd be fair if let's see. Right. So this is Flow. Wait, I need to bring it up to the stage. Right. Yes. Here we go. So how do I make it small? Right. Yes. Here we go. So the Flow movie was a collaboration between Latvia, France, and Belgium, and I must say they're very impressive. Hang on a minute, just responding to another message. That's a good question. I'll be right. I'll be right there. Sorry, it's hard to concentrate on multiple things at once. Multitasking.
I'll answer that later. Actually, you know what? I'll answer that now. Sorry, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Yeah, I'll do. Anyway, back to this. So with Flow, it was quite an intriguing movie in regards to how characters could configure each other. And this is a movie that has no dialogue in it. And according to what I've researched behind the scenes, Flow didn't have any storyboards or any deleted scenes. Whoever made this had a specific kind of vision and just carried it out from beginning, middle, and end. Ooh. Seems I had a good pick. All right, I'm just going to respond with a likewise comment. Why don't we wait here a while? See what happens. I just love that ending. I love that ending. Right. Okay. Back to Flow. So, Flow essentially revolves around this flood apocalypse that happens in most of the world. Not all the world is flooded in this movie, but quite a significant portion of it is. And so during this adventure, there's various creatures that are befriended. Another friend is just texting back at me. Leave it on a prayer. Nice one, mate. Working, boy. Sorry, I keep going back and forth between texting friends and talking about this. I don't want to give too much away. Oh, I guess I'm giving too much away already by the brief bit of plot here. But I will give full spoilers in the full video of describing Flow. But in this live stream, for those of you who haven't seen it, which I know a lot of you probably won't have seen it, I'm not going to give much away. Although for some reason that it's had a delayed release to the UK. It's one of those kind of films where it becomes a success the previous year, but only gets released in the UK the next year. Like, what is with that? Just give us the quality stuff, please. And Flow was exactly that, just quality entertainment, or as Martin Scorsese would say, the pure, absolute cinema. Flow had a great cinematic presentation, gorgeous animation, absolutely gorgeous animation, and I find the plot rather intriguing. It's probably not as investing as The Red Turtle, but the plot does leave enough open for a variety of interpretations that can be put in. It lets the events play out, and you understand what's going on without any dialogue, and yet it's open-ended enough for people to put their own interpretations in. That's rather intriguing, and it's got a bittersweet ending where there is a victory, but it's a bittersweet victory, and the ending is very much like John Carpenter's The Thing, where it's rather vague as to what's going to happen next, if there's going to be any more danger, or if the journey just ends there. But either way, well, from what we see of the journey, ends there, and it was quite a journey. And I like those kind of stories that can convey so much with not much dialogue. I really like those kind of stories. Something about that really cinematic. It's conveying this universal type of storytelling. I'd love to see more films like it. I honestly don't know which film was better, this or The Wild Robot. They're both just so good for different reasons. I understand why Flo won the Oscar award, but then again, who cares about the Oscars anyway? The next movie I want to talk about is The King of Kings. This retelling of the gospel story told from the perspective of Charles Dickens recounting the story to his young son. I thought it was a very interesting way of portraying the story that, it's been ingrained into the culture by now. I mean, I'm going to say this in the review that the story's been repeated so many times. Like, not only has the gospel itself been interpreted, well adapted in so many different movies, TV shows, even video games at this point. It's just so widespread. It, it it reached out to a whole variety of different formats, and if not overtly, then also symbolically through a lot of other kinds of stories, whether it be through fantasy stories, sci-fi stories, but also even the slice of life dramas. There's some aspect of like the father taking on the Christ figure responsibility, or like this mother figure taking on the sort of church responsibility. There's many nuances that, but either way, the gospel's just this is the story that's been the foundation for Western civilization. The only way you differentiate them is just how it's being conveyed, and this particular version of the retelling in a more overt manner is from the perspective of Charles Dickens telling his story to his son, which I thought was a very interesting perspective, especially the emphasis of imagination being used to immerse themselves further into the whole experience. So pretty well done, if you ask me. Very well done. I mean, I think out of the two movies I saw today, I'd have to say Flow is the better movie. The King of Kings does start out with the usual sort of cringe kiddie kind of fanfare where for some reason Charles Dickens brings his children to his theatrical work. I mean, why would you do that? You have a stable enough wife, like why not either have her at home with the kids raising them well, or have them like do some other important activity like go on a walk, or do some paperwork for as your dad's in the theater. Like, why bring them to a theater where they risk embarrassing the dad live on stage? Why did you do that? I get it's there to establish the dynamic between Charles Dickens and his son, but come on, there could have been a better way of portraying it. But even with that said, the film actually does get better as it goes along, and I'm glad that the film does, because the King of Kings movies, it gets pretty moving actually, and there's some really powerful imagery that comes from this particular movie, which I was quite impressed by, really impressed. So if you get the chance to see King of Kings, if you get the chance to see Flow, it's in the cinemas right now. So yeah, do please watch them, because these kind of films deserve it. And I've dedicated, well, one of the things I dedicate this channel to is animated media, and I've noticed some of the feedback I've gotten for this channel is that the topic matter I cover in this channel, it's a very niche channel I've established. So yeah, why not keep it up? I mean, I'm deeply passionate about this sort of thing, and clearly I've found my audience who thinks likewise, so might as well keep it up. Might as well keep it up. Also, it's oh yeah, I just remembered something. Also, it's National Beaver Day. Yeah, it's National Beaver Day. I just thought I'd mention that. Happy National Beaver Day, everybody. I'm not making that up. Like on Microsoft, you could just go to the search thing and it says International Beaver Day. I'm not making that up. I mean, there's gonna be a day for everything, right? It's gonna be a day for everything under the sun. Right. I need to get on with the editing. Speaking of those movies, come, I'll give you a behind the scenes look into the kind of stuff that I do. I'm gonna actually give you a little hint as to how I do my intro sequence. Might as well work and talk to you guys at the same time, right? Right, so okay, so share screen. All right, you're in for quite the behind the scenes look. So I'm currently using Movavi Video Editor Plus to do a lot of my editing. And so here's how I do my edit. So here you see my intro sequence. And then around about here, I'd cut it and then put it up there. And then, of course, there's just going to be me talking. But of course, we can't allow the sequence to go in. So what we do here is that we lower the opacity. And at the same time, we can't allow the volume to overwhelm what I'm trying to talk about. So we raise the volume of this bit down. So now, all right, and then the editing process begins. So usually when I'm editing these videos, I take out all the parts where I go because that's unnecessary filler. That's going to make everybody suffer needlessly. So it's best to just remove them and just actually get straight to the point. It also shortens the. It also makes it easier for video storage. Also, just my professional advice to any of you who want to do this kind of thing: remove all the ums and other goof ups like that. Just remove them all. It's a waste of time. It's the same reason why people don't like the ums and ers when people are on stage. Of course, people who are on stage have the benefit of actually auditioning and practicing the stuff. So we just start with the very basics. I don't usually work with a script. I don't really find I have much time to make an entire script dedicated to review. So I usually just talk about what's on the top of my head and think it through, and then give an estimate score. You'll know that I rate films by a rating of how it rates out of 12. The reason I chose that particular number was because Nostalgia Critic, who's been a major influence on the channel in my initial days, he had this way of having top 11 countdowns, whereas most YouTubers have a top 10. He says, why top 11? Because he likes to go one step beyond. So I thought, all right, I'm not necessarily doing top 10 lists here, but how about I go one step further? Have a rating system out of 12. I might as well describe on live just how my ranking system works. So I'd say any movie that gets to anywhere between 10 and above, I consider that like 5 stars. But anywhere between 8 and 9.9, I would consider that a 4-star. Okay, approximately. 6 out of 12 would be like 2.5 stars. Like I did that recently with like Mean Streets by Martin Scorsese and the Minecraft, well, a Minecraft movie on my Letterboxd account. And when it, I think you can figure out the rest when it comes to numbers lower than 6, my 12 number rating. Usually, when it comes to the stuff that I would consider masterpieces, it's either like 10.7 and above, and then there's little nuances and stuff like that. And like even with the kind of entertainment I really like the Team Ico games, there are a few setbacks that could prevent them from being absolute masterpieces. Like Shadow of the Colossus is brilliant, but there's some wonky mechanics that hold it back from being absolutely brilliant. So I would give that like an 11.4 out of 12. But then you have stuff like Violet Evergarden and season 2 of Vinland Saga, which I gave 12 out of 12 because they were just that good. So there you go. Just some insight as to how this all works. Fascinating, isn't it? Very fascinating. Yeah, no one's really watching this channel at the moment. You know, my friend Squid Bear has made live streams which barely anybody watches them. And it's somewhat baffling to me. Like, on the one hand, I get that people are busy and they're not always going to have time to, log in and watch. But at the same time, both of us have this audience of over 1,000 people. You'd think that we'd have, 500 people or less, or 500, 400 just tuning in to watch. You'd think, right? You'd think. It just seems quite odd to me that there's so many subscribers and yet few people actually bother to watch the live streams. Like, what is with that? What's with that? I always found that quite weird. Weird. This is as well. I bring up weird. I want to bring up something up. So it's no secret that the live action remake for Snow Weird and the 7 CGI abominations, the 7 CGI disturbances, that movie with Rachel Zegler in it is not doing so well. But it is the utter disaster of this movie is like biblical proportions. It's just so vast and it's so big that not even the executives at Hollywood are willing to ignore this anymore. Like, it's over. It's absolutely over. So, which brings me to something I wanted to bring up that people brought up to me, is that Snow Weird failed so badly that Disney canceled the live-action Tangled movie. Think about that for a moment. Just think about that for a moment. Disney reportedly put Tangled remake on hold after Snow White's poor box office run. Snow White made her on a reported budget of $270 million, has so far returned only $145.7 million worldwide. Ooh. Disney has reportedly hit pause on a live-action version of Tangled, having been stung by the disappointing box office performance of its latest big-budget remake of Snow White. The studio has halted all pre-production work on the remake. Oh, I forgot to share it, sorry. The animated film, which saw Mandy Moore as the voice of Rapunzel, Zachary Levi as film writer, Donna Murphy as the Mother Gothel, was loosely based on the Brothers Grimm folk tale. Right. I mean, this movie's a lot of fun. I mean, friend Malika says it's quite mediocre, but I liked it. I liked it. And in December 2024, it was announced that the live-action remake of Tangled was in development. Good grief. I'm surprised I didn't learn about this. It was in development with The Greatest Showman director Michael Gracie and Thor Love and Thunder writer Jennifer Caton Robinson on board. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, good grief. Thank God this project isn't going forward. Oh, man. I mean, the writer of Thor, Love and Thunder. Okay, if you want to convince me of someone's writing talent, you should not be bringing up Thor, Love and Thunder as the proud example of writing credit, because that movie sucked. That movie sucked. It's one of the worst movies of the MCU, and it's such a shame because Taika Waititi is such a likable New Zealand director who made a really fun movie with Thor Ragnarok. But unfortunately, Taika Waititi has proven himself to be this one-trick pony when it comes to the kind of movies that he's making. And with Thor: Love and Thunder, it's clear that Waititi had a bit too much creative liberty. Writer Jennifer Caton Robinson on board. My days. The writer responsible for Thor: Love and Thunder, that does not give me confidence in that. That's like trying to convince me that like the writers of like Battlefield Earth are gonna make the next Star Trek. Like that, it doesn't really build much confidence, does it? However, in the wake of the poor performance of Snow White, one of Disney's most expensive Tangled was really expensive to make, and it really like kickstarted the whole CGI approach to making stuff. Disney's quite good with their CGI, but again, Disney's become very corporatized, which leads me to something interesting that a friend of mine shared with me on Instagram. I'll get to that in a few moments. I'm just gonna quickly browse through this just out of curiosity. Yeah, we already know that. We already know. Right. This does not grant much confidence. I'm so grateful that Tangled did not get the live action remake treatment. I'm so grateful. Man, like knowing the woke agenda, if it kept going like this, they probably would have had like like a bald Rapunzel or maybe race swap like the character who's meant to be Germanic in origin. Like if they do the race swap, then they need to race swap Black Panther, but they're not going to do that because they have this double standard when it comes to their sense of progress. Man, to think that this no weird movie failed so badly that Tangled was spared. I mean, that is immense. It's absolutely immense. Just man, it's such a colossal failure. In fact, this might go even further in the fact that I've been hearing these rumors that like the Snow White movie with Rachel Zegler has failed so hard, it could very well mean like the end of wokeness as a whole. Philip, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. We're talking about a variety of topics, namely the fact that I recently got to see Flo and the King of Kings. I saw Saw Jumanji 5. The one where Jack Black plays the role of the Robin Williams character. Jumanji 8.5 confirmed, everybody. Thought it was good. Would you care to elaborate on why you thought Jumanji 5 was good? I mean, I can understand why. I mean, Jumanji 5 did offer a lot of creative scenarios and ideas, but that's mainly due to the fact that the source material they're working with is Minecraft. I mean, of course, Minecraft's going to be very creative. It's just that if you strip the whole Minecraft IP out of the movie itself is just bland and forgettable. It's the kind of slop that people just consume and then poof, gone. But I like it. But I did like it. Minecraft. All right. How do you know me from last time? Liam Hughes. Yes, Liam Hughes. You were in my Shadow of the Colossus live stream. That's right. Yes. Hi, Liam. It was a solid, fine, decent movie. A lot of people beg to differ, but regardless, Christian Coastar, pardon me, there is this rumor going around that because not really a rumor, it's official news that the Minecraft movie has succeeded, and like the Snow White movie was already struggling, and the success of a Minecraft movie is the final nail in the coffin of the Rachel Zegler Snow White movie. Because let me put it in perspective. Like, when I went to see the Snow White movie in cinemas, there were only 10 people in the screening that I saw, including myself. When I went to see the Jumanji 4, as you say, there were there was a variety of people taking up almost the entire cinema, and lots of families, and people did applaud at the end. I know most of my audience would probably disapprove of that kind of thing, but I'm just saying as it is, they applauded because that was clearly the kind of movie that they wanted to go in for. And the movie didn't overtly insult anybody in the same way that the Snow White movie did. I know there's a lot of people online, including the kind of reviewers I would look into, who are calling like the Minecraft movie an abomination. But come on, compared to the Snow White movie, come on, like the a Minecraft movie, yeah, it's basic corporatized marketing slop for people to consume, but I'll happily watch it again as an alternative to the Snow White film, which, I mean, look, it was a fun time, and they did try hard to make a good experience for their audience. Yeah, they clearly did, and that doesn't surprise me. It's clear that any sense of enjoyment that people will have from this movie is purely due to source material alone, because most of the jokes weren't that funny, and there is some heart put into it in regards to creativity, but that was barely developed. Like, this movie thrives off the fact that it's Minecraft alone. Good, by the way. Same here. Glad to know. I've already started, as you can clearly see. I'm already like almost 40 minutes into this live stream. And a Minecraft movie is giving something that the Snow White movie isn't. It's giving it heart. So I wanted to share with you this one other video, if I can find it. Just bear with me a moment while I go look for it. Yes, here we go. The age of woke is over. The time of slop has come. Yes, here we go. Also, Jack Black Abs were big actors too to go see. Yeah. I mean, obviously they're the big drawing, and I mean, Jack Black is the kind of person who's going to give it his all, even if the material is given is not really that funny. Like, who makes the Minecraft movie, by the way? I haven't seen it. I'll see it this weekend. Is it good then or bad? I mean, on my Letterboxd account, I've given it a 2.5 stars. And on my review video that you can check out on this channel, I gave it a 6 out of 12. Very mediocre. Very kind of bland movie, but it could have been worse. You'll see a lot of reviews online saying, it's an abomination, I had to walk out the cinema. Like, compared to like Snow White, oh, come on, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, I know it's slop. That's not very funny, but at least there's creative input from the source material of Minecraft, and at least there is some amount of heart with the message about creativity in it. At the very least. So if you want to go see it, go ahead. The movie's gonna succeed with or without you because it's Minecraft. I mean, it was gonna succeed whether it was slop or not. Which brings me to this video here by the one and only Dave Cullen. Right. So it's good then. It just could have been better. Well, depends on your taste in movies, I guess. Just, okay, so let's see. The Age of Work is over, time of slop has begun. Right. I believe it was this movie, right. Okay, so this video by Dave Cullen, this Irish reviewer. Let's watch.
Maybe Disney has learned something after all. What a wild idea. This article is from Deadline. Disney pushes pause on live-action Tangled movie. Following the underwhelming box office performance by Snow White, Disney is now pumping the brakes on another live-action adaptation of an animated classic. Sources confirmed to Deadline that pre-production on the studio's Tangled live-action movie has been halted. Based on the Brothers Grimm fairy tale Rapunzel, that film had been in development with Michael Gracie on board to direct. The original 2010 pick followed the magically long-haired Rapunzel, who had spent her entire life in a tower, but now that a runaway thief has stumbled upon her, she is about to discover the world for the first time and who she really is. The live-action project was in pre-production stages as it had begun setting meetings with potential talent to star. But after its Snow White pick has disappointed at the box office since its March 21st premiere, it has grossed $69 million domestically and $145 million worldwide so far on a production budget of $270 million. The studio is reevaluating the strategy for other live-action adaptations in development. Very interesting.
Yep.
All done, Sue?
Yep.
Oh, for
and
Pete's
not
sakes.
just with your hair. With the help of Xero accounting software, I've sorted.
Shut up.
So, after the catastrophic box office failure of Snow White, has something been learned at the House of Mouse? Does this mean they were intending to make this live-action remake of Tangled with a similar creative direction to Snow White? Obviously, some people have wondered if the same race swapping of characters we saw in Snow White and The Little Mermaid was also planned for Rapunzel. Potentially, who knows? It's possible that Disney intends to retool the film now and will release it at some other point. Or maybe it's been cancelled entirely. It's not clear at this stage. We'll wait and see. But I actually really agree with something that Echo Chamberlain talked about in one of his recent videos, and
I've seen this video. It's quite insightful.
That the Critical Drinker recently picked up on as well, which is that woke is over in Hollywood, and we're now entering a new age of just slop, right? And films like Captain America: Brave New World and The Electric State are proof of this kind of transition. I've spoken several times about how on-demand streaming services by their nature are about feeding the endless demand for content, the need for stuff, no matter how generic, safe, and predictable it is. Unsurprisingly, those people hired to produce films and TV shows that ticked boxes and focused on the message over story aren't exactly going to be the best qualified to tell original and innovative stories.
Indeed.
And so, if Disney is having second thoughts about one of its upcoming movies, which was another live-action remake of one of its animated classics, I think it shows us where things might be headed, and that at last, the consequences of woke mediocrity has finally caught up with them. It certainly hurt them in the pocket, so if the pivot is now towards less woke, no woke, or woke light movies, it's a start. It's a move in the right direction, you might say.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, you can expect more weak, derivative, copy and paste blockbusters and franchise films, reboots, prequels, reimaginings, sequels, and so forth, with the same muddy, low-grade CGI studio look that get cobbled together in post-production and saved in editing and reworked to death until they just about resemble a cohesive product that's suitable enough, sufficient for a general release. Films with scripts that feel like they were written from a few prompts given to ChatGPT. As for how long this new creative dark age lasts, well, that's anyone's guess.
And Dave Cullen is a big advocate for fan-made content. He reviews a lot of fan-made movies on his channel. So that's another thing to consider. Just the fact that we need to also concentrate on making our own alternatives for entertainment. It's not enough for us to just complain about bad media. We have to show the example, like educate ourselves on what makes for good entertainment and make our own entertainment. For Christian Connoisseur says they could have just made another Tangled animated movie if they tried and know about garbage. I'd probably watch it. It could honestly be great. Tangled 1 was really good though. Well, there was a continuation of Tangled with there was that Tangled Ever After short, and there was a Tangled animated series. What was that called again? Just bear with me. I did watch some episodes of it on Disney Plus. People have been really like that show. What was it called again? It's had this theme song like the wind in my hair. What was it called again? Let's see. Just give me a moment. Accolades, a short film, video game, and television series. Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure, I believe it's called. Yes, I think that's the one. Was it that one? I think that's what it was called. Yes, Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure. Also known as Tangled the series. Right. No wonder I got confused about the name. Right. 2 Brothers Grimm movies that are Disney movies that are now going to get live action remakes, and he was talking about, just noticed that. Still here. That's all right. It's all right. A real Tangled 2 would be solid. Would it? It depends on how it's written, I suppose. It really depends on how well written it is. And technically, the Tangled series that I've mentioned is already the sequel to the Tangled series. So if you want to see a sequel to that particular retelling of the Brothers Grimm tale, you might as well take out Tangled the series on like Disney Plus. Might as well. So I'm glad that that Tangled's going to avoid the live action treatment. Although, as I was seeing the King of Kings, I saw this advert for the live action Lilo and Stitch, and it actually looks like a lot of fun. The child actress playing Lilo looks like she's really getting into the role, and she was a good pick, and she's doing really well to portray the character of Lilo. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it's got the heart. I also saw this advert for the How to Train Your Dragon remake. And the live action How to Train Your Dragon remake, this also looks quite good, but there was only one problem I had with it. Like the scene where the little dragon was revealed, and then the guy makes the penis joke where he says, "It looks like the size of my," and then gets attacked by the small dragon. The animation sold it more with the amount of energy, but with a live action remake, I could get a sense of he was saying the line, then turned around, and then had to react impromptu to visual effect. It just looked less convincing in that regard. Other than that, the live action How to Train a Dragon movie, it looks good. It looks good, and setting up for IMAX, yeah, that seems pretty solid. See, Disney are the best. I'm saying it's been all that past years. I agree that I just knew they weren't going to stay like that. Well, here's something that's probably going to humble you, Liam Hughes. Not everyone's going to agree with you on that. I mean, Disney used to be absolutely superb when it came to holding these family values and retelling these stories, but I'm not saying that is whatever. But I wanted to bring something up just very quickly because a friend of mine, Firecracker 44, sent me this Instagram post talking about why Tolkien hated Disney. J.R.R. Tolkien, the author of Lord of the Rings. I just thought I'd read it out to you, just give you another perspective on things. So it was mainly to do with Tolkien's storytelling philosophy. So The Hobbit was published a few months before the Snow White movie came out in 1937. Tolkien watched it with his friend C.S. Lewis and insisted later that Disney never adapt his own works. And we're quite grateful that that's the case. Disney would have softened the source material of Tolkien. We're very grateful that other people adapted Tolkien's works in the way they should be. Tolkien dedicated his life to the study and creation of myths and what he called fairy stories. For him, age-old tales like Beowulf, which he translated, by the way, weren't just entertainment, but vehicles of profound truth emerged with cultural soil over generations. Disney took folkloric material and stripped it off its spiritual depth, commercializing what Tolkien deemed essentially sacrosanct. But how exactly? In the Brothers Grimm original tale in 1812, Snow White flees into the forest, bargains and works to earn her shelter. In Disney's version, she simply sings to animals and waits to be rescued. Man, to think if Tolkien didn't like the 1937 retelling of Snow White, he would have loathed the 2025 rendition of Snow White, because in that movie, Snow White doesn't even sing to earn the animals' affection. She's just literally there, the animals show up, they guide her to, and then she barges into the cottage and then just slumps in the bed with no questions asked. What? Throughout, danger, violence, and ambiguity were erased, replaced by a tale designed to comfort children, not warn them. Good one, mate. Okay, Liam's putting another comment, but I'll get back to you. I'll just finish what I'm reading first. Throughout, danger, violence, and ambiguity were erased, replaced by a tale designated to comfort children, not warn them. Instead of Grimm's brutal justice delivered to the queen, forced to dance in red-hot iron shoes until she dies. Like dance fever, which is a real historical thing. The story ends with a kiss. True love's kiss. Right. I mean, the Snow White film still had dark stuff in it, and Rachel Zegler was still terrified of the 1937 version. Man, she probably would have been even more scared if she read the original Grimm's version. Tolkien loathed sugar-coated storytelling like this and kept the rough edges in his own works. The Hobbit was written for his children, but it contains anger, hardship, horror, evil, and death. Tolkien even said that all stories are about death in an interview. I'll mention that. As G.K. Chesterton once said, and you're going to love this quote, "Fairy tales do not tell children the dragons exist. Children already know that dragons exist. Fairy tales tell children the dragons can be killed." How awesome is that? Disneyfication also deprived stories of spiritual weight. Grimm's original lost its deeper symbols of renewal, death, and resurrection, and Disney's bumbling dwarves lacked the depth of Norse tradition, craftsmen of the mountains with deep spiritual ties to the land. Why were fairy stories and myths so sacred to Tolkien? Because he knew that myths are not lies, but the precise opposite. Myths convey the essential truth, the primary reality of life itself. He saw the great man-made myths through a history of fragments of divine truth. We have come from God, and inevitably the myth woven by us, though they contain error, will also reflect the splintered fragment of the true light, the eternal truth that is with God. Similarities among ancient myths arose because they were all pointing to the same truth, thought Tolkien. Then one myth really came true at a tangible moment in history, the true myth that we are all living inside. So more than mere fiction, Tolkien's myths were designed to be lived at a deeper level of imagination. He saw fantasy world building as a kind of sub-creation mirroring God's creation, not something to be cheapened or commercialized. In 1937, Disney began sanitizing fairy tales for children, so now they sanitize them for adults, contorting folkloric stories to fit modern politics. All right, I just thought I'd inform you all about that. I personally like a lot of what Disney's made, at least, before all the woke schlock that they've had to been pooping out lately. Not that everything they made was bad. I did really like Inside Out too. And this live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch does look promising, but there is a lot of profound truth to what Tolkien was saying here. Bob Iger is fired. Is that true? Is Bob Iger fired? Is that true? Is that actually true? That would be amazing if that was the case, because he has tarnished the entire Disney company for the worse. Is he fired? Can you provide anything? Is he fired, or is he still ought to be fired? That's the real question. I'll look into it later. There's pressing matters to talk about. All right, let's address the comments here. They will have been so far as likely happened inside. Okay, right. Marvel, opening Marvel and saying, be patient, doing with a news. Yes, there's been rumors of, I have images of like Zootopia 2 now. No, he's definitely fired. No, it's said to be Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep is the one who's said to portray Aslan in the upcoming Netflix series. But yeah, I mean, given the woke agenda, you'd think they would have gone all the way with that. Oh man. But even if they were going to go all the way with it, that wouldn't have worked. They just don't have it. The reason why I laugh at comments like the one you made there, Kristen Costa, is because it's just that a lot of people in Hollywood don't have any artistic integrity. They're just spouting out what's going to fit the modern day politics. And that's such a shame. It loses so much on the universal truths that need to be shared. But no, they're just focused on just current politics. It's current politics. There's no artistic integrity to the source material. Like, you might as well make it like how about like this disabled like highly autistic black woman to portray Aslan. That'll get the sympathy points, right? Like that's how desperate these people are for just representation. They are. They absolutely are. That's what I was saying. Even you guys, you just watched it and then they learned that because he's been fired. I hope that's true. I hope that is true, because Bob Iger has goofed up so hard. Although, whilst we're on the topic of movies, let's address what's been announced at Cinemacon. Hold on. I'm just going to save this project here first. It's hard for me to focus on multiple things at once. Sorry. Just close this down. All right. Find the right link to open up. Okay. Close that down. Okay. So close that down. Aha. Here we go. Okay. Again, it's going to be around like half a minute. You have Disney back. Okay. Happy for now. Right. Okay. So opening up Let's see. The window. Here we go. And add to the stage. Right. So what's been announced for Cinemacon? So the third Avatar movie, Avatar: Fire and Ash, has been confirmed. A James Bond movie. The fourth Spider-Man movie. Another prequel to Hunger Games. Let's see. Wicked for Good, part 2 of the Wicked film adaptations, which is pretty much the adaptation of Act 2 of the Wicked stage show. I've actually seen the Wicked stage musical. There is a major reveal in regards to parenthood, as it were, but you know what? I'm not going to give it away yet. 3 new John Wick movies on the way. I think they're the spin-off movies involving the ballerina character. Speaking of, there's going to be an animated prequel, right? Directed by Shannon Tindall, the Emoji Movie. That does not give me confidence. Again, what is it with people showcasing the worst possible movies to attribute to writers and directors? Like, that is not what you should be doing. Ballerina. Oh yes, Beyond the Spider-Verse has finally been confirmed for 2027. Like, there was immense news going around about the delays and about all this backlash and all this drama going on behind the scenes. And apparently Phil Lloyd, I think the director's name, wasn't properly paying his own animators. So I've heard. Actors revealed for Sam Mendes' Beatles quadrilogy. All right. Pardon me. Let's see. Paul portraying Paul. That seems fitting. All right. So we're going to be portraying the Beatles. 5 of the actors. You know what? Out of respect for Val Kilmer, let's take a look at this. Iceman. Jim Morrison. Tombstone. I've yet to see Tombstone. I heard it's great. Oh, he was in Heat. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It's been a long time since I watched Heat. Man, Heat is a great movie. She's got a great ass. And you want to put yourself right up here, huh? Al Pacino, some great overacting moments there. And there's this epic last stand between the two of them. Heat would later on inspire one of my all-time favorite movies, Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. Batman Forever. He portrayed Batman. Honestly, I mean, I would recommend checking out The Prince of Egypt. Val Kilmer portrayed Moses and God in that movie. Brilliant vocal performance. Let's see. Every new Walt Disney Studios announcement in CinemaCon. Let's see. Predator Badlands, Tron Ares. Let's see. Think about trying to make an RPG in the world like YouTube. I've questioned if yes or no. Keep working at it and try to find people who will be willing to, I guess, help to tweak the bugs and play test it, so on and so forth. And RPGs usually work best if it's got a great story with well-written characters and stuff like that. And depending on the kind of RPG you're going for, these branching moral paths, which thematically fit whatever story you're trying to make. There's a variety of approaches. You sound like Jim Carrey with the best. Smoking. P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta. I don't need this on anymore. That was just for the editing stuff. Zootopia 2. Yeah, we got an image of that. The fox guy is wearing a pink shirt and blue tie. Elio. There was also another film called like Hoppers. There was another film called like Hoppers. That's something original for once. Fantastic Four: The First Steps with Pedro Pascal. Thunderbolts, asterisk, who cares? Lilo Stitch live action remake. That looks promising. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I know. Surprising for the standards of live action remakes, which brings me to this one comment I should have addressed. Why don't you like live action remakes? Just simply because they lack the soul and energy of what came beforehand. I mean, there are exceptions, like the live-action remake of Cinderella, but most of them are very lackluster compared to the source material. That's why a lot of people don't like those live-action remakes. So I'd quickly with that. Freaker Friday. Freaker Friday. Oh, good grief. I sense the corporate American just coming up with that type of Freaker Friday. Freaker Friday. All right, Predator Badlands. Tron Ares. I mean, that's been anticipated for a long time. All right, Jeff Bridges. Of course, Jeff Bridges is going to be in it. I hope they bring in that one guy with the epic voice who was also in Spec Ops: The Line, who also portrayed Tron. Let's see. Deliver Me From Nowhere. I wonder what that's about. So, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Sam Worthington's going to be in an Angel Studios production. Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, Sigourney Weaver is going to be like that one teenage character. Release date, the end of this year. It's interesting. There was a big production gap in years between the first Avatar film, which took like the box office by storm, but for some reason I didn't go watch it at that time. And then there was Avatar 2, which I remember seeing, and my friend Malika Ganje commented a lot about the family values in the second Avatar movie. The second Avatar movie was, story-wise, was an improvement over the first movie, but was still pretty flawed. I wonder where they're going to go with the Fire and Ash movie. No doubt it's going to be a visual spectacle, but a lot of its overall quality remains to be seen. You like In the Lost Lands? In the Lost Lands, no. Oh, yeah, the George R. R. Martin thing. I've yet to see that. I can't comment. Right. All right. Every new Paramount Pictures announcement. Something to know. I made a live stream with Squid Bear, whom I'll address later in this live stream for a very important reason. That Paramount seems to actually be listening to their audience, unlike Disney. You can tell this by the Sonic movies that they've been making, and clearly Tom Cruise knows what he's doing. And speaking of Tom Cruise leads a moment of silence in tribute of dear friend Val Kilmer. Man. Just man, oh man. It's immense. That is immense. So the fourth Sonic the Hedgehog movie is, of course, confirmed. Scream 7. They're making The Legend of Aang: The Last Airbender. Interesting. Bob Iger's like Donald Trump of that company. Ah, right. Now you got me imagining like Trump as like the Disney CEO. We're gonna make Disney great again. He's fired, though, listening. We're gonna keep bombarding the Disney company with all kinds of woke stuff. Anyway, let's see. Untitled Trey Parker, Matt Stone, and Kendrick Lamar musical. Now, wait a minute. Those are the guys who made South Park, aren't they? Oh, wait a minute. They made like the Book of Mormon musical. Yeah, that one hilarious Book of Mormon musical. That's right. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. That I'm very, very much looking forward to that movie. It was one of the best movies of the year that the first part of that movie came out. Man, I really need to watch more Mission Impossible movies just to prepare myself for this one. Smurfs. Yeah, it seems like usual kids fare, that one, to be honest. SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants. I heard the Sandy movie did terribly. Roofman, Channing Tatum. The film follows the wild true story told from a liar as indicated in the trailer. Unreliable narrator. of Jeffrey Manchester, a thief who robbed nearly 60 McDonald's by entering through the roof. We open with one of Jeff's robberies, where he's extremely polite to the people he's robbing, charmingly offering the manager, played by Tony Revolori. Tony Revolori! His jacket as he puts it in the freezer of his restaurant. Moving on, the trailer shows Jeff as a loving family man with a special relationship with his daughter. We need bring back true masculinity. Anthony Mackie brought back his dignity when he said that we need to bring back authentic masculinity. Well done, Anthony Mackie. You redeemed yourself from that time you said Captain America should be less American. Played by Peter Dinklage. Ooh, Peter Dinklage is going to be put in a negative light, given his reputation with dwarf actors as of lately regarding Snow White. The Running Man. Running Man by Stephen King. This hasn't got anything to do with the Arnold Schwarzenegger Running Man movie, is it? Oh, Edgar Wright's involved. Oh, that seems promising. Edgar Wright. Oh, Edgar Wright's a very talented writer. All right. Okay. Naked Gun. Yes, I've seen this trailer. I actually laughed at this trailer. A friend of mine showed me the first Naked Gun movie a while back. And the first Naked Gun movie, hilarious. Yeah, sure thing, Liam. The Naked Gun movie, that first Naked Gun movie was probably one of the funniest films I've ever seen. I've yet to see the other two, but this movie seems promising. It's got, I think the quirk of these movies is that you got these serious actors taking on these very goofy roles, and I saw the Naked Gun, this new Naked Gun trailer, and there's just something hysterically hilarious about that really gruff, angry face on that little girl disguise that he puts on. Like, little girls in the disguise, like, what do you want? Your ass. And then he just suddenly like grows to appropriate size somehow, and then takes out the bad guys. I'm the bad guy. No, wait, sorry, what am I talking about? I'm the hero of the story. Then different camera zooms in and he looks at the camera. The new version. It's legitimately funny stuff. Something tells me I'm in for something good. It looks promising. Jurassic Park Rebirth, who cares? Garby's Dollar. Oh, a new DreamWorks movie. All right. Okay. I mean, DreamWorks is on a roll with like this golden age of stuff. The Bad Guys 2. Yes, I saw a trailer for that. Looking forward to watching Lupin the Furry Part 2 just to see the animation. I mean, I wouldn't really consider this franchise like among my favorite, but you know, just see where the ambition of the animation is going. How to Train Your Dragon 2. Is that 2? Wait. After a screening at Cinemacon of the live-action adaptation How to Train Your Dragon, a sequel, How to Train Your Dragon 2. Oh, they're doing that already? What? Really? Director Dean DeBloy, who helmed the original animated trilogy, will return to write and direct the remake with Gerard Butler and Nico Parker among the cast. The story continues to take up journey 5 years as he finds its They're already adapting the sequel? Already? Well, I mean, I guess production's got to start somewhere, I guess. Man, that was fast. I mean, we don't even know if the first How to Train Your Dragon live action remake is going to be hitting the box office or not. We don't know, but I mean, obviously, it's inevitably going to attract an audience of some kind. I mean, that's just inevitable. That's inevitable. Right. A little cocky. Yeah. Might want to wait until audiences respond to the first one before go ahead with the sequel, unless there's something they want to improve. Don't get too cocky, kid. Yep. Okay, him. What, the villain from Powerpuff Girls? Let's see. Better Call Saul. They're making the sequel to that one action movie people really liked. This would be interesting. All right. Let's see. Focus features Begonia the... hold on a minute. Be right back. I will get back to you. I just need to address something first. Right, back to this. Okay, so Black Phone 2, Soulmate. Again. Pick one. Is it the 8 or the TE? Like, make up your mind, mate. Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I want to be. Five Nights at Freddy's. Right. Yeah, that's not a surprise. Of course that was going to happen. Megan 2.0. You want to know a fun fact about Megan? Apparently, since DreamWorks is owned by Universal, during the making of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, just for the fun of it, the animators went out of their way to animate a sequence of the Death Wolf character doing a similar dance to this Megan robot character. Hold on, I'll see if I can find it for you. All right. Just bear with me, you guys. All right. Okay. Wait, no, not that. Sorry. Stop the screen. Okay. Okay, so then I get this up. And then... here we go. Okay, so then I should get this up. Okay. You won't find this in the movie, but the animators of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, since Universal is the same company, DreamWorks under Universal made Megan, so on and so forth. The animators of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish decided to animate the dance of Megan with the Death Wolf. Check this out. We're gonna look out now. Every eyes will look from him and paralyze. Oh shit. Sorry for the S word there. Pretty cool, right? I mean, it's one of those things where they didn't have to do it, but you know what? They did it anyway. Anyway, so wicked for good. Okay, so going back to the Cinemacon thing, let's see. It usually happens if it's a second movie or whatever, any of them, just apart from that one thing, which is the first. Yet they are doing that anyway, and obviously I'll still take it. Well, whatever your taste in movies is. Obviously, I'm in it to engage you with the good stuff, like with Flow and King of Kings. Let's see, back to this. So yeah, Wicked for Good. We knew that already. Yep, there we go. That pretty much summarizes that up. Anything here? Cinemacon 2025. First looks and big reveals. Let's see. Is there anything here that hasn't been mentioned? Deliver Me from Nowhere. Let's see. Naked Gun. Yesterday, Angel Studios opened day 3, leading to the world premiere of. Okay. Okay, attendees. Okay, so yeah. Let's see. Project Hail Mary by Christopher Miller. Interesting. Thomas Crown Affair. Verify. Andrew Garfield. Oh yeah, Andrew Garfield. That'll be great. See, there was a showcase Chris Pratt and Mercy. Hugh Jackman in 3 bags full of sheep. 3 bags full of sheep detective movie. All right. Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry in Crime 101 and Masters of the Universe. Oh, Masters of the Universe sneak peek. They counted 2 with the Punisher and Batman. Forced to be reckoned with. The Cat in the Hat trailer. A Cat in the Hat trailer, really? So Warner Brothers. So we had a Cat in the Hat trailer. Nah, that other Cat in the Hat movie didn't go down so well. James Gunn's Superman. Oh yeah, that's one to look forward to. Superman's going to compete with Fantastic Four, and which superhero movie is going to be the better one? Let's see. An adaptation of Resident Evil. Hopefully a good one this time. Let's see. Oh yeah, Karate Kid Legends. Oh, that looks awesome. That looks really awesome. Yeah, I think that about does it. That about does it. So stop showing the screen. Okay, stop showing that. Stop showing that. Okay. So don't need that up. Okay, so what movie should I want to watch this year? Well, I was bringing up earlier in this live stream that I recently watched Flow and King of Kings, these animated movies. King of Kings is made by Angel Studios, and Flow is the movie that won for the best animated movie of the year in various places, including the Oscars, but who cares about the Oscars? Flow, from what I've seen, yeah, it's on par with the Wild Robot. They showcase so much with so little, and the movie's entirely about these animals surviving this extraordinary apocalyptic event, and there's no dialogue. It's just the way the animals behave with each other and adapt to their environment, and it's just, as Martin Scorsese would say, absolute cinema. So that answers that question there. Other news, I just thought I might as well briefly bring this up. Lara Croft by Amazon Prime is currently in development hell. Yep, that's all I've got to say about that. And moving on to video games now. Another thing mentioned on this, I mentioned Flow, I mentioned King of Kings, just making sure. Yeah, Emma Frost. Might as well cover Emma Frost next. Yes. So people are loving Marvel Rivals. And as of recently, a new character has been confirmed. Emma Frost. Oh boy. Yeah, you're gonna love this. So apparently, I've been told that Emma Frost is the kind of character who's very beautiful and definitely flaunts her beauty a lot because she's a fashion model and she's got a very perky design, which is really ticking off the woke crowd. And something that interests me the most about Emma Frost is that she's a new Vanguard character. I find that interesting because Marvel Rivals doesn't really have many female Vanguards. And I can understand why, because usually the tank character will be mostly taken up by, male characters, because male characters fit the mold of the male character, because 8 times out of 10, it's usually men who take on the bulk and have the biological capacity to withstand, physical afflictions. but men can't really handle viruses and stuff like that in the way that women can. To balance things out, you know. Anyway, let's. There was one female Vanguard, and that was Penny Parker in her mech. So now, interesting. I guess Emma Frost is going to be like that one. I guess Emma Frost will be like one of those gladiator athletic types if she also happened to be a fashion model. I think that's the and had ice powers. I think that's rough and was kind of slow. I think that's the kind of vibe they're going for with this character. Let's watch this and find out more. Ignite the battle. I gave my ideas this way. Let it go. Let it go. Right. Okay. She has a freeze ray. I was frozen today. Minecraft. Okay, so she has some kind of turret thing. She has a shield. Yeah, the Vanguards usually have shields. No doubt I'll get a chance to... Impervious. Ah. Now that'll come in handy. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So she'll be arriving this Friday, April 11th, with season 2. And apparently Ultron's going to be there. So is Ultron going to be a character? I heard Ultron was going to be like a strategist type character. So yeah, that looks interesting. She's she's powerful psychic. I thought she was just this ice-powered lady. Huh. Whatever. We'll deal with the stuff that it may be. I thought she was just having ice powers. I've heard bad things about psychism. Anyway, of course, as you would expect, the woke are going mad about Emma Frost's character design. Of course, that's inevitably down to the fact that they're just jealous of those kind of athletic body types, and they want to drag people down to their level of misery. I mean, that's just the inevitable fact about Emma Frost. And obviously Marvel Rivals is doing well because the characters look good and they're athletic, and people want the idealized athletic role models who have the like sharpened abs that rip from their body, and they want the other kinds of things that go along with that. Like they want healthy looking men and women for superheroes because that's what they aspire to be. And the woke don't like that because A, that implies accountability for physical exercise, and B, there's also that objective beauty standard that points upwards, which they also don't like because that also implies accountability. Anyway, so that's enough about that. Okay, just bear with me as I get through all the stuff. So if you guys are still with me, there's something I wanted to bring up, and it's regarding Squid Bear. Comment anything if you're still with me, because I've got people on here, so I wanted to take the time to mention something. Someone want to say something in the comments, please? Just let me know you're still here, because this next thing, I really want someone to say something just to confirm that they're still here because I want to show something in regards to, if not now, then later on. All right, so let's see if I can just set it up. Right, so add to the stage. Right, I want you to pay attention to this particular YouTube channel because you'll notice that it'll look kind of familiar. This is the professional YouTube channel of my friend Squid Bear. Squid Bear has gone over 1K, but 1K subscribers, but he's having ambitious goals for the sci-fi story that he's been collaborating on with myself and others. So there's something really important I wanted to talk to you guys about. So if any of you are still watching, please comment in the live stream thingy. Just let me know you're still here. I'll just be waiting because this is quite important, especially in regards to this live stream that he made that I want to talk about. Darn it, I really should have done it earlier. I should have done it earlier. Darn. I guess I can just wait another time. Just bear with me a wee while whilst I try to accommodate for the lack of an audience. See, this is what happens when you're an underdog like me, you see. I just invite him to hop in. Who else could hop in? I'm just trying to sort stuff out. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Just going to catch up with some other stuff. Okay, it's clear that my audience has gone away. I was hoping to talk about something very important, but I can't really do that if there's no one to be around. So I'm just going to have to wait a while until somebody hops in. In the meantime, might as well carry on with the editing whilst I'm waiting. And until somebody comes along, I'll just concentrate on... Okay, come on, let me just do the thing. All right, so... I might as well comment about what's going to be up and coming with Tron Ares. I hope they make a lot of good use of like impressive practical sets, as well as the Tron series is usually well known for having innovative visual effects. I mean, yeah, Tron Legacy did have the very iffy facial motion capture when it came to a certain depictions of characters played by Jeff Bridges. I'm pretty sure if someone was given the resources and permission, someone could tweak those visual effects to actually make the younger Jeff Bridges look quite genuine. Although, to be fair, the iffy CGI certainly works in the context of the grid, if you get what I mean. But in the context of the films, having seen this jarring motion capture in the real world, it's quite jarring. I wonder how the grid would play into Malika Rice's concept of the Fey realm. I'm genuinely curious. It's going to be a lot of. Hollywood's running out of originality. To think that C.S. Lewis was talking about how originality comes from the kind of people who usually don't intend to be original. They just become original without even realizing it. All right, come on. Someone join my live stream, please. I want to announce something very important. Come on, please. I had something going there. Come on, come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Save my land. Best. I mean, maybe I have to go ahead and do some more important stuff. I should have prioritized that important announcement. I guess there was just so much ground to cover up to, and I was trying to build up an audience, but they're gone. They're absolutely gone. This is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. Maybe we could just try again another time. All right. What else is there worth mentioning? Let's see. The failure of Snow White is so colossal. The fact that they've cancelled the Tangled remake. They can't ignore the backlash anymore. Like, the woke media is not working anymore. People aren't as receptive to woke media as they used to be, and the woke era is going to be over. It's going to be over. There's probably going to be a few other pieces of woke entertainment that's going to come out, but as of right now, there's probably not going to be any more woke entertainment that's being made, or going to be made, if you get what I mean. At least that's what I've heard. Come on. Like, this is the downside of being someone who's like a YouTube underdog. People on YouTube who have a lot of subscribers will have commenters who never stop commenting on the live chat. But with people like me, you'll have the few people who be willing to pay attention. But then when nobody's there, no one's there. And it's just you and the awkwardness of not having anybody there. Why didn't I make that important announcement when I had the chance? Silly calm, silly calm. Come on, please. Somebody show up, please. Come on. Somebody turn up, please. Somebody, please. Because I want to show something very important. Not just what I'm working on here. There's stuff I want to talk about, but I can't talk about it if no one's going to actually watch the live stream. You know what? Let's see if people are actually bothered to perhaps hop in. But who want to watch what I have to offer? Nothing confused. Okay. Unless, wanna hop on? Please work. I think this could work. I think this can work. Yeah, I guess this could do the trick. Yeah. This might work. We'll wait and see what happens. I feel like the finale of like John Carpenter's The Thing, where it's one of my favorite endings to any movie, where Keith David's character, Childs, is with Kurt Russell. And Kurt Russell says, "I don't think there's anything much we could do about it." And then Keith David just lays back and just remarks, "So, what do we do?" And then Kurt Russell, Les McCready then says, "Why don't we just wait here a while, see what happens?" And the film ends on such an ambiguous note. I love that ending. It's such a brilliantly executed ending. Aha, we have someone joining us. I think I know who it's going to be. Hopefully we get someone else to join in. Right, because I wanted to announce something very important, and I couldn't have said something important if there was no one there to actually see what the important thing was. So now that someone is here, I'm just going to save that, close that down, and get to the actual juicy meat, boys. All right, to whoever is here, welcome to the live stream. Have a look around, and feel free to type into the live chat just to affirm that you exist and you are here as I get the announcement at the ready, because it's a very important. But I didn't mean to do that. Just setting things up. Right, so okay, I've got the thing at the ready. So to whoever's watching this live stream, feel free to make a comment in the live chat to let us know you're here. or you could contact me by some other means. Just to let me know you are indeed watching. It'd be great to let me know that you're here in the on YouTube. Okay, maybe whoever's watching is just kind of shy. But hey, at least somebody's watching. Somebody's watching. So I guess that's better than nothing. So basically, my friend, here's the announcement. My friend Squid Bear, Brooks Gallinghouse, has made a last live stream on his personal productions. And the reason why this is going to be his last live stream on this channel is because he wants to focus more on the sci-fi story that he's been working on. And the person's left. Darn it! Come on! Wait. Oh, wait. Are they still here? Sorry, I'm looking at different things and sorry. It's the live chat counter thing is giving me very mixed, mixed results as to what's going on. Anyway, might as well just carry on. So if you look down in the description below on this video, you'll see the link to Patreon, and this is the story in question that we're trying to focus on here. Man, I want more people to comment in here, or at least whoever's watching. At least please comment that you're actually here and you're actually watching this, because I would like to, have someone to engage with in regards to actual content worth looking for. Should I? Because I don't know if I should go ahead, because I don't know if anyone's actually watching or not. I actually don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna make another attempt at reaching out to people. Right, hopefully this will work. So, okay, so I might as well, for the sake of so basically, like I've said before, Brooks has made this live stream to announce that he's going to be retiring from his personal productions YouTube channel, and he's going to move forward to this other channel. Hold on a minute. Stop showing the screen, and then sorry, this is a pretty elaborate process of here we go. So this is going to be the new Squid Bear channel going forward. This will give updates in regards to the progress of the sci-fi graphic novel series that we've been working on, and we would appreciate support via Patreon to see this entire project come to full fruition, as it were. And I wanted to show you guys the live stream, and I want people to actually engage with it. So again, whoever's watching, can you actually comment on the live stream, please? Please. I don't want to feel like I'm talking to like a brick wall in this case. I really should have done this earlier, back when the other two people who were here were actually watching this. I mean, I could just go ahead and just showcase the video anyway, just to give you guys the full details. I mean, someone else is watching, right? Presumably. I'm just going to make another attempt at trying to reach out to other people. Baron's online. I'll be right there. Just bear with me. I'm making an announcement regarding my plan based on an alternative alternative history with Rome. Right, hopefully that gets his attention. Hopefully that'll get him on here. Right, okay, as soon as we hopefully get someone on here, either whoever's watching this already comments, or I just want someone to actually comment on the live chat, just to know that they're here. They're actively listening to what I have to say. Come on. I know this is very awkward for me to be about like this, but I want people to gather. I'm just waiting for more people to gather for this particular announcement, because it is quite an important one. Right. Just gonna try to bring people in. Hopefully we'll get people to join in. Hopefully, because this is actually quite significant. I'll wait. I suppose whilst waiting, might as well. Can't remember. It looks like a fun stream. Come on! All right. Wait. I'm trying to get more people on here, but for some reason I can't. Come on! For Pete's sakes. All right. Okay, come on, somebody. Bear with me, you guys. Sorry, this is going on much longer than it needs to, but this is what happens when you don't have people to engage with you for the announcement. I want someone to engage with in regards to this very significant announcement. Announcement that's making me think of that one meme with Eggman, which I'm not going to bother going into full elaborate detail about because it's quite crude. Okay, are people actually watching this? Come on, somebody just join in. Okay, I should really stop complaining about the lack of people. Just actually move on to something more productive. Okay, until someone else comes along, I might as well talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. All right. Okay, whoever's comment. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make a new banner. Just hold on with it. Please comment in live chat to affirm you're here. Okay. Okay, so there we go. That'll make it clear. So I don't know if anyone's going to be bothered to watch this, but I might as well, until someone obeys that banner, I might as well talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. I want more people to gather for this important message. So Nintendo Switch 2, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm quite tempted to get a Nintendo Switch 2 because at the very least, that would give me the extra perks of enhanced experiences when it comes to games from the previous generation. But at the same time, the new games made exclusively for the Nintendo Switch 2 are absurdly expensive. Like, you could pay for food and drink and bills and charity with that kind of money. Like, no one in their right mind would waste that much money on the base game, which is just going to get all kinds of DLC later on anyway. Like, just give us the game at a reasonable price. And there's been these rumors going around that Mario Kart World may not be as good as it's hyped up to be. Maybe. I'm aware of that, but I'd be happy to get Mario Kart World at a reduced price. Hopefully. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I've got something like the product. Something is, in fact, you know what? I might as well try to see if I can get this out there to other people. If you want to hop in, right. Oh yeah, this might work. And no one's on. Right. Okay, that's a problem. That is a problem. Okay. I'm trying to get anyone on here to hop in. Something important to mention. Okay. Okay, hopefully someone receives a message. Hopefully anyone. Okay, let's get back to here. Okay, see if anyone's actually watching. See if anyone is actually willing to watch it. Okay, so other things about the Nintendo Switch too. I mean, Donkey Kong Bonanza looks like a fun sequel to Super Mario Odyssey. But again, that game's also ridiculously expensive. I mean, the main attraction is mainly Mario Kart World, but that game, it looks ridiculously expensive for money that could be otherwise put into some more productive stuff. I mean, what you're trying to force, milk the kind of money out of people, which they could otherwise spend on some more productive stuff, and all for what? Just some light entertainment. Like, I get that the technology for the console is quite expensive and it's more sophisticated and pushing it for HD. It's got a bigger screen and a bigger. Okay, finally, we got somebody here. Finally, or Super Mario Galaxy 3. That'll be investing to have this Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, so we finally have somebody. Sorry, I was waiting for somebody to engage with because there's this very important announcement with Squidbear's channel. So now that someone's finally here, let's just get this started. This is my friend Squidbear, aka Brooks Gallinghouse, and he made this last live stream on his channel, and this is going to be his last because he wants to focus more on this sci-fi story project that you can find in the Patreon link below. But I'll let Brooks do the talking. Yeah. He was a bit late in the live stream.
All right, and we are live. I am so sorry. It was a little late. I had something to do, of course, but
here I
am. This is me. I do have an update on the story, so there's a little thing that's going on. I'm not going to give everything away, of course, but it is big. And maybe hopefully in the future, in the very, very soon future, in at least a couple months, I will reveal to what that is. But I will reveal to you that it is the reason why I have not been on my YouTube channel as of late.
He's been taking a lot of hiatuses.
That I am going to retire this YouTube channel.
There we go.
Now, you don't care. No one's watching it right now, so
no one was watching the live stream.
So, yeah,
nobody.
If I'm gonna be a little,
I was the only one who commented way before the live stream started.
I've tried ever since I came back with the whole Stardust thing 4 years ago to make it more.
No, yeah, sorry, I just did whatever. Stay as this. No, one more time I say this for sorry, 100% now. That's all right. I forgive you, mate. I was just waiting for anybody to share this particular announcement with, because this is very important for. Okay, I trust your word for it. I wanted to share this with somebody because I was hoping somebody would watch my friend's live stream and nobody did. So I thought, why not I make a live stream about his live stream, and therefore someone would actually be watching his live stream through me. That's why I wanted people to watch this. Anyway.
I'll start this thing 4 years ago to make it more broad. I've tried ever since I came back with the whole Stardust thing 4 years ago.
Stardust app. That's how we met.
To make it more broader and more streamlined to the point where it's perfected, and that I would have a great YouTube channel. But
maybe you have.
I can't do both. That's why I've been throwing at anything at the wall and sort of to make things stick, as it were. So, yeah, I really, I mean, my friend Scott Stinkercalm is better at that than I am. Malika writes also is better, but for me, I just don't have it in me to do both at the same time. To do
probably better than a lot of people
on one thing, and that one thing will be the story, Trade of 1,000 Galaxies, and which I'm going to dedicate myself. So the next video will be my last video, or maybe I'll probably do maybe a couple more, but definitely it will. These days are numbered. And I know you probably all don't care because
I care.
There's not 5 or 10 or 15 or even 2 who would rather want to watch my live stream. Only 0 right now.
I mean, again, I mentioned this earlier in this live stream. It just seems so odd to me that both of us have over 1K subscribers, and yet when we make live streams, people don't always show up to the point where there's nobody watching. What gives? You'd think there would be at least a few hundred, right?
Oh, 0. So, since 0 people are watching it,
there is one now.
To make this short to at least 10 to 30 minutes. And it's amazing at least how I've come this far from making that one football thing that my brother did on the YouTube channel.
He started with basic gameplay stuff.
That Titanfall gameplay.
Yep.
And now here I am making music videos and doing essays, which I've been shortage on that. So
he's made some essays with me as well.
How I've come far.
It helped that Squidbear made some really excellent and funny shorts. That's what really boosted his viewership numbers.
Because I have been doing this for actually 10 years now.
Well, to be more precise, it was almost 10 years. If you look at the first video as of up until this date. But yes, rounded up 10 years, yeah.
Been ever since 2015 that I did this.
Man.
That was my first YouTube video.
It's the 10th anniversary of when he started, and the 10th anniversary of Mad Max Fury Road, which I've yet to see.
And now, 10 years later, I'm finally putting this clusterfuck of a YouTube channel to
Sorry
rest.
for the language.
So,
Conte partiro.
Yep, the first one was September 17, 2015. So, 10 years I've been doing this, and I was always a hit or miss YouTuber then. I'm always a hit or miss YouTuber now.
Yeah.
So, honestly, what has changed with that? Nothing, unfortunately. But I definitely have gotten up to 1,070 subscribers. And I have more views, 800,000 views, more than my friends.
That is true. That is actually true. If you look at the viewership statistics of my channel and Malika Wright's channel compared to Squid Bear's Personal Productions, Squid Bear's Personal Productions wins when it comes to viewership, which is quite impressive. It's interesting how it works, the dynamic between how many subscribers someone has and how many views someone has. It's pretty interesting.
Who are better YouTubers than I am, but I have much more views. And considering how viewership is basically money on YouTube, but even though, of course, you get paid, of course, but in a way, it is probably just as valuable as money because that gets you money eventually. So it's amazing how much viewership I have gotten and how little people actually care about it. So, like,
all right,
it's a bit frustrating. So, here's my analytics.
Here we go.
I had 6,509.
Okay, I think Liam has gone away, but I think Liam has heard enough to get the message of. I mean, as of right now, I don't know if Liam is actually listening right now. Maybe he's dropped out to get something or something like that. But hey ho, at least I managed to get someone else to watch Brooks's live stream. Maybe not all the way through, but at least I got someone to watch it. At least, right? But yeah, basically that's the big announcement that I wanted to announce, that Brooks is retiring his YouTube channel. So that, and he'll release one more video or two, but then after that, he's permanently retiring the Squid Bear's Personal Productions channel. I mean, that's not to say the live stream is going to be well, I mean, sorry, let me rephrase that. That's not to say he's gonna, remove the channel. No, no, he's not gonna do that. I mean, for all I know, he could come back to the Squidbird's Personal Productions channel. He's gonna keep the channel up. It's just that from now on, there's going to be more of a focus on this brand new channel. This brand new channel, which has all the stuff you'll need to know about the sci-fi story going forward. So yes, that was basically everything I wanted to mention. So was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Okay, so done that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to share. Also, Microsoft celebrating their 50th anniversary. So 50 years of computing technology, and hopefully people are going to use that for good. Hopefully. Yeah, I think I've milked this this whole live stream as much as I can, and I don't think there's any point in just waiting around for people to show up. I think I've said what I've said, and I think it might be a better idea just to share the link to Brooks's short last live stream to people just by link. That probably would have been the better idea to do it instead of just awkwardly waiting around for somebody to show up. But hey, you know what? I did it. All for my friend. All for my friend. At least I did that. and hey, you know what? Getting viewership stuff would help. Yeah, it helps. So to anyone who's coming into this live stream, feel free to just give some love to the channel. Just send. All right, just continue. All right. Just sorting out a few other things. Yeah, I pretty much milked this as much as I could. There's no point in dragging this on any further. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for staying with me for that important announcement. Please support the Patreon link and subscribe to the new YouTube channel for more official updates regarding the sci-fi story going forward. And keep up the love, keep up all the good stuff. In the meantime, I think I've dragged this live stream long enough. So thank you all so much for watching. Scott Slinger signing out.